most unfortunate that the National Commission chose that name for its principle, because that is the name that Immanuel Kant gave to the principle arising from his so-called categorical imperative. And so many people who see that think, aha, the Commission has adopted a Kantian stance, which is not at all what they had in mind. Now, Kant never said a word about autonomy. Kant, or not autonomy in the sense it's used in the National Commission in the Belmont Report. Kant referred to autonomy in the sense of self-governing. And his, I don't want to get too tangled up in the philosophical meanings of all of this, but I think if you stick to the basic language of the principle as Kant framed it, that people are not to be used as merely as means. People are not instrumentalities. People are, in his language, ends in themselves. This is fine. This relates to traditions that existed long before Kant, traditions arising out of the religious traditions of Christianity, Judaism, probably many other religions that I'm not aware of. They talk to the infinite value of each human being. And that's basically what Kant captured. His contribution was to put it in secular philosophical terms so that you didn't have to be grounded in any particular religious tradition or storied community in order to appreciate the grounds, the warrants for his position. Now, the way the National Commission frames it is that respect for persons has to do with autonomy in the self of picking and choosing for yourself what you want to do or what you're willing to do. And it even goes so far as to say that people who are not autonomous in this sense are entitled to certain types of protection. And I think in that way they're lapsing on over into what we usually discuss under the rubric of justice. Self-determination is another way of putting what the National Commission was talking about. And self-determination, actually, the theoretical grounding for liberty to do your own thing makes sense only in a culture that has lived through what we in the Western world call the Enlightenment. All of the Enlightenment philosophy had to do with getting the king off the backs of the people. You referred to the Magna Carta during the meeting earlier today. Self-determination is not that important a principle in the majority of the world. They have very much more communitarian ethics in all of Africa, in all of Asia, in the majority of the world. So this principle doesn't really fit well there as it's articulated by the National Commission.